Cheesy chicken.
Spinach Alfredo.
Cheesy chicken.
Spinach Alfredo.
Cheesy chicken.
Spinach Alfredo.
Cheesy chicken.
Spinach Alfredo.
So now we're making cheesy chicken spinach Alfredo. Bam. Stay tuned. You're going to see a quick video. I already got some stuff prepped, so I'm trying to make it short for you guys. Keep watching.
It's naughty, darling.
Alright, so now we got our seasonings out. So right now, I have the noodles sitting. They already boiled, and they're fettuccine noodles. So now I'm going to season for some chicken. So I'm going to be using some black peppercorn grinder McCormick. Just grinded pepper. We got some Weber beer can chicken. Onion powder. It's Walmart brand because it's okay. We got Badia complete seasoning. We have a narrator in the back. Okay. Food Line garlic powder. And I got some Creole seasoning. If you don't have this by now in your kitchen, I don't know what you're doing because good. So we're about to season this up. What he said, you better figure it out. So that's my seasoning for my chicken. I'm about to season that up. But I got my Alfredo sauce here as well, which is gonna be some Bertallini. I think I'm saying that right. So Alfredo sauce. I got 2 cans of this. Boom, boom. And I got some extra because sometimes I like an extra sauce. So, I got the Walmart brand, the regular classic Alfredo made with real cheese. So that's for the pasta. So these are mostly my main ingredients. Still got the spinach and the cheese takeout. Leave that in the fridge for now. Gotta wash that off. But the cheese, not to wash that off. The spinach, I'm washing that off. So I'm gonna get that out later. So I'm about to show you the season my chicken. So I got everything laid out. There's the Alfredo sauces. Then we have all the seasons that I showed you guys already here. So I'm gonna start off with the beer can chicken. Doesn't even matter what like order you go in. I'm just gonna season it up right quick. Get some seasoning on there. And I'm gonna cook this on the stove. So I am holding my phone as I do this, so I'm sorry if it's a little wiggly. I'm gonna rub it up later, so if it's not perfect, it's cool. We're gonna throw it up there like so, like so. What's the top of the brown be like? Low.
Like so, like that.
Like so, like that. So it's good. I'm gonna leave the pepper for last. So my voice did crack. So I'm gonna flip these over. I have this in a little glass Pyrex pan just so it can stretch out. I could have used like a bowl, but I'd rather do it like this. So we have all that seasoning on the other side, so I'm gonna kind of just mix it up with my hands. So get some of that going because we do already have a lot of seasoning. So I'm gonna rub it together. You know, ooh. Get them seasonings in there. Oh, okay. Boom. So you see how like it just slathered. Ooh, it smells good already. It's not even cooked.
Smell better than it look.
What? Hold on. Y'all people, he just said that is wild. How would he do that to me? Look at me just plopping around this chicken. All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to add some pepper, and then we're going to take this to the stove. All right, flip these over. I did use a knife, so you ain't gotta do that because I'm gonna be dangerous, but I feel like it just did a job. Probably could have used a fork. But I use my little knifey knife. And this pepper right here, I just feel like it's so good. It's better than your regular little peppers that I already grounded up. That's just my opinion. So we got that. Move this chicken over to the stove. Alright, so now I already put some olive oil. My pan's on like 5, so about medium. And I'm just gonna cook my chicken that's already seasoned up. And you hear that little make sure you know the pan is hot.
How hot is it, babe?
It's medium hot. Okay. So we're cooking a little bit at a time. And once we do that, all my little chicken tenderloins are gonna be in here. AKA cut up chicken breasts. That's what I call it. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have a big pan, so 5 of them I'm gonna cook. We'll flip them over in a few minutes. And then while we work on that, I'm gonna start the pasta. So, pasta time. Alright, so I like the chicken on the stove by like, it was 809. So if you see the chicken here, the sides of it right here is trying to get skinned a little white. So I'm about to flip it over. If you can see around the edges, it's changing colors. So I'm gonna flip it over. Ooh, it looks pretty. Okay. I'm gonna hang on for dear life. Alright. So we're flipping it over. Alright, and I'm gonna let that cook for about probably 5 more minutes. And I always leave my handle facing inside because if you walk past it, you might burn yourself, bump it over, burn somebody else. So I'll keep my handle right there. This might get a little hot. I need a little tray, but it's fine for now. We're gonna do the noodles. Let's pour those out. It's in water. I don't have a strainer, so we're gonna do it this way. And it has cooled for about 5 minutes, so it's not hot where it's crazy. See, it's not a lot of steam coming out so much. Alright. I did use a whole pack of fettuccine Walmart brand noodles. So it's a pretty decent size for the family. Or if you just want to make enough for the week, this is going to be it. Now you see the drippings of water in my oil that I put in there. It's like no more barely. Flip this back over. Stir them up a little bit. Make sure they're not sticking. Alright. They look good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put my sauce in to start warming them up. I'm going to put on my spinach. Alright, so I got the Alfredo sauce that we about to use. Put it on the back burner. Back burner is not hot, so it's okay back there for now. I'll shake it up a little bit. But this is the first can we're going to put in here. Ooh.
Show us that sauce.
It's store-bought sauce, but this is some good store-bought sauce.
Bertolli's.
Use it every time. Alright, so this is the first can. I'm going to stir it up to see, you know, the consistency. I always, you know, typically use 2 though, so we're going to see. Alright. So make sure it's well distributed through the noodles. You see that? Okay. Alright, and I like my Alfredo a little saucy. So we're gonna go in for the second one. Let me put that here because it's maybe too hot. This one empty, we're going in for our second can. Shake you up too. Everybody gets a good shake. Now this one I'm gonna just do half. Let that simmer, you know, get hot for a little bit, and then I'll go in with the rest of it. So that's half the can. Uh-oh. Let me get a napkin. You know, in cooking, you can be ready to make a mess. You just be ready. Alright, so I'm gonna stir this up. Alright, it's getting juicy the way I like it. Oh my goodness. You see this? What in the world? I got sauce on me.
Sauce it up.
Okay. So let's stir it up. I got this. I'm gonna put it on probably like 3. So like a low heat. So it can start heating up. Alright, putting the top on this. Ooh. Putting the top top on this, going back into my little chicken over here. I gotta check on this. Flip them over. They starting to brown a little bit more. This one is real pale. We gotta get that one a little darker, give some color. So, and that was about 4 minutes later. Still not done the way I want it yet. So that's gonna sit a little bit longer. You better rinse off this spinach, take off the ends. I still got sauce on me. You didn't even tell me. My cameraman is slacking.
I'm doing horrible.
So I might have rinsed off the spinach and put it in a bowl. We'll cook that up, and then that's gonna go in here. All right.
Bam.
All right. So we got the market size fresh spinach again from Walmart. I promise y'all, this bag was like $174. I'm not gonna use all of it though. I'm gonna use half of it. So I'm gonna use half the bag of spinach. So I'm gonna pour it in here. It does cook down, but I don't need all that.
Right. Too much.
I'm gonna fold it up, and if you look into here,
What we got?
you see the spinach. I'm gonna take off these ends, so I'm gonna just break them off. You see that?
Yeah.
Broke.
Nobody want to be chewing on stems.
So I'm gonna break off all the little stems or whatever. Then I'm gonna rinse it off with some cold water, and then we're gonna put it in a pot to cook.
Yes, ma'am.
Chicken is now done. So I'm gonna take this out right quick. My little pan's warming up for the spinach. I'm gonna put a little drop of butter in there. This is warming up as well, as you can see. All right. So chicken looks all golden, so it's time to take it out the pan. Got me a little spatula. Uh-oh, pan's running away from me. Okay. So these are our first few pieces. Having a hard time with this chicken. Ooh, I got you. Okay.
Skills.
Look at my little clear glass plates.
Upper echelon.
Alright. So we're gonna let this sit to the side, put some more chicken in. Start this spinach. Finally, I said it like 3 times now. So we finally gonna start the spinach. Alright, so I moved the little pans around as you can see. So I put the spinach in the front. I do have I know spinach, like when you cook it, it makes like a little liquid. But I wanted to put a little butter in here. This is, I think it's Food Lion sweet cream butter. So I got this little spoon. I didn't measure it, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't measure it. But it's a little plop just to get the pan a little wet. You see that? Just a little bit. So we're gonna go for the spinach. Put this little spoon down. Alright. So let's go on with handfuls in here. Alrighty. Spinach cooks very fast, so I'm probably just gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm actually gonna do the Himalayan salt. So this is from Dollar Tree. When I say it's 4/4, this is 4/4. Alright, so I'm gonna use this spoon to help me, but I'm only using a little bit. That's it.
It's really pink.
Yes, look, see that? Pink Himalayan salt. And it's way saltier than your average iodized white salt. So you don't need much. Using a little pepper.
What kind of pepper is that?
It's the black peppercorn pepper I use for the chicken. Same pepper. Same thing, same thing. So it's gonna go, as you see, it's already cooking down. Got the other chicken in here cooking, took the other ones out. So, you're gonna drop one. And as it starts to cook, you're gonna see the texture like just completely change. Like, look at that. Look at this spinach, and look at the rest. See the difference? Alright, it's not gonna take long. So I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down a little lower because I had it on 6 on accident and put it on 4. So chicken over here, flip that over. Let me see if she's ready. They ready to be flipped. So we're gonna go check on our Alfredo sauce in a second, because I can hear it bubbling. Hold on, sauce, don't burn on me. Don't do it, not tonight. Chicken. So as you see it bubbling?
Oh, we see it.
That's not good. We didn't turn that down. Shit, but they're about to melt on us. Like, she about to just turn into some ash and charcoal or something. That's not it. Alright, so I'm gonna turn that down before the spinach gets done. When the spinach is done, we're gonna put it together. So I already took out my Parmesan cheese. So let's show you what it looks like. So it's little shavings, I think it is. Yeah, shaved Parmesan cheese. It's real good. So that's gonna go in here in a second. But first I want my spinach to get done. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up my chicken in small pieces. Not too small, but not to put in Alfredo.
Right.
So we're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm. Bam.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
alright, so let me get a fork. So my little chicken look all pretty. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna start with this one because it's just right here. So I'm probably gonna cut it down the middle. Let's cut it. And you see that? That's a good piece right there. I'm gonna cut it right here. Make these little small pieces. But it's still, you know, it's a nice bite. Uh-oh. Okay, if that happens, it's okay. We're gonna work with that too. All chicken is edible. So
If it's cooked.
you're right. If it's cooked. So you see how first piece was like perfect. This one, it's a little straight up, but it's gonna be fine. Alright, so that's the first piece. We're gonna put that to the side. This one's a little long, so we're gonna cut it down the middle. And we're gonna boop right here with it. I'll make this one thinner. I don't want it too thick. I'm not perfect at cutting chicken, so
She lied to y'all.
I'm not. Look at my chicken. My narrator just he going for it tonight.
Looks so good.
Alright. Don't it look good though?
Look
It
at that.
do.
Look at that. It smells better.
You want a
No.
piece?
Oh, yes.
Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Look how seasoned it
I was
is.
ready to go in for it.
Oh my
I
goodness.
said,
Okay.
get the camera. Give me that chicken.
Ooh, look at her. She's shining. She's showing off for y'all. My chicken a girl. Boom.
Yes.
Look at that. It's like I barely put anything in there.
Yeah. There's nothing in there.
Just enough. Okay. Okay, spinach. Spinach done. We done with spinach.
Can't wait to eat.
Boom. We're gonna bring this big old pot
Y'all see that?
back to the front.
She just did the switcheroo. Make sure y'all paying attention.
We're gonna go ahead and put the spinach in here. Really simple.
Mm-hmm.
Real simple. Turn this back on. And mix this up. It's gonna like disappear probably. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Look, gone.
Gone. No spinach.
But it's gonna get around. Right now it's probably clumped up.
Look at it, y'all. Don't look so good. Oh my God.
See? There she go again. Alright. So right now is where I'm about to sit here and add the first half of my chicken that you see me cut up. Put these right here. Okay.
There goes the strips. Drop them things in there.
Some people like to keep theirs on top. I like to mix it all in, make one big pot. And this chicken, it might be extra, so
Yes, definitely.
that's okay. It might be extra loaded, or I might just go in a Tupperware tonight.
Might
So
just
as you
take it to
see,
work.
it's not as like juicy. It looks juicy, but it's not as saucy anymore. I like mine saucy because
We like sauce around here.
I do. So we're gonna go ahead and add this other half in.
Bam.
We'll put that in there. All right. I need to give me a bigger pot for my Alfredo. Big mama putting foot in it. All right, now don't forget, just because I season the chicken don't mean I don't gotta season up my pasta.
Yeah.
So I gotta go and season my pasta too. Cause she looking plain, like.
Gotta have flavor.
Hold on now, let me check on my chicken.
Back to the chicken.
Can I get off my fork?
Y'all see that piece right there? That's my piece. Eat that little piece.
They're not done yet. Not quite. We going for my seasoning.
What we got? That's that Creole.
Yeah, this Creole's popping up again.
The good Creole she told
First it was in the chicken. Now it's in the pasta. We're gonna sprinkle a couple seconds of it. I ain't even measure it. We gonna take a couple seconds of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That pepper.
Do that 10 times. We go back in with some Badia. Sprinkle it. We're gonna go up to the bottom, back to the top, and back to the bottom. That's how we're gonna measure tonight.
Yeah, skills. Check her out, y'all. Check her out.
We're gonna call this, oh, we gotta call it a Creole chicken and spinach pasta.
That's perfect.
Because it got the Creole seasoning in there.
That's perfect.
And always, you know, taste it as you go along. It's okay. Make sure you know, is that enough? It might not be enough.
Especially if you're not measuring.
Especially if you don't measure. Because sometimes you just need to know.
Yeah, you gotta know.
Onion powder. Again, as we use on the chicken. And see, with the powder, that doesn't have that salt in it. So, you're free to use powder as much as you want to. If you want to.
Use
this
the whole
is
bottle.
Nah.
Not all that.
This is garlic powder. I got some Alfredo in my hand.
Nice.
Garlic powder.
Garlic powder.
Okay. Alright. Chicken over there looking good.
Got it, y'all. It's all white, brown, at the same time it's golden.
So, I'm gonna do a little trick here. I don't know if I do this or not. I do this.
Uh-oh.
My boyfriend like this.
Show him, babe.
You gotta add a little bit of water at the bottom of this. Make sure you get all of it. I ain't do it for the first one, but I'm gonna do it for the second one. That little sauce right there. Put that in there. So you put a little water, and shake it up. And this part right here, you're gonna see it just start coming off.
Shake it up.
I don't water it too much. I don't know what don't want to water it down or nothing. Can't even get my words out. Don't want it watered. That's why. So you open it and it looks just like Alfredo sauce almost. So I'm gonna pour it in here. Look.
Look at that.
This brings a little bit of it out.
Like you bought a little bit more Alfredo sauce from the store.
It's 30% more. That's a trick. Alright, that's done. Alright, I'm gonna stir you up a little bit more.
Talk to her. You gotta talk to your food. Give it names.
Alright. So, I'm gonna measure this part.
Oh, she measuring, y'all. What are you measuring?
My drawer messy. Let me show my drawer.
Not the drawer. It'll show us who we really are.
This is 1/3. I'm gonna scoop it. Boom. I'm gonna do it twice.
2 1/3 cups.
You see some is like crumbles, some's like chips. Okay. Yummy, yummy. And that's gonna melt. Oh my goodness.
Yep, some's crumbled, some are chips. When it crumbles, it's gonna be so cheesy. Gosh, look at it. Oh, my stomach. I don't know if I can tell you, y'all. I'm hungry.
You want to check on our chicken?
Let's do it. Let's check on it.
Ooh, okay, like both sides. Got that little golden. Oh, come on, turn over. Okay. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, so it's ready to come off the stove. And that was the rest of our chicken. That's Nature's Promise brand, by the way. Same plate I used the last time.
Mom in there getting right.
These done melted. As I took the chicken out of the pan over here. If y'all know, can y'all see it? The little cheesiness.
Mm-hmm. So we working with.
So good. You hear that? That's the sign of a good old Alfredo.
That wet and gushy.
That's the Alfredo. It's stuck on my little fork. What's going on? If you don't get off, it wants to hang out.
I'm chilling. Gotta let the spinach chill.
Alright. Yes. Now it's time for the third can.
Oh,
I'm not even going like add nowhere near as much as I did the first time. Alright. I'm about to turn this pan down in a second on low. So that was about 1/3 the can. And the last part, we're gonna turn it on like 1 now. So we can just really just sit and get all the flavor in. I want everything to be nice and hot by the time it's time to serve. Usually I put tomatoes in this.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't do the tomatoes tonight. It's a different type of night.
Still gonna be good.
Look at it. There we go. Alright. No, we didn't got Marcus in the camera. He said he wanna help.
Yeah, I might mess up. Though.
He got a little boo-boo, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing this right.
He's not a cooker. He's learning.
Yep. Good.
Make sure the plate don't fly off the counter now.
Check me out, y'all.
He want more chicken, so we're gonna put more in there. We got 5 the first time. Probably gonna put like 10 in total.
It's my version right here.
Okay. I did go and add a little bit of more Creole on top, so I gotta mix this up. Ooh-wee. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be so good. It's gonna be so freaking good. I'm over here doing this with one hand. Talented. So we about to serve it up right. I mixed up the seasoning. I got the last bit of chicken cut up on a separate plate so I can make it look real pretty for y'all. We doing big scoops tonight.
Big scoops. Big scoops.
Look at that.
That's so good.
Okay.
Look at that. Sitting pretty. Sitting pretty.
So we trying to make it a little pretty for y'all. So we need a little extra on top. Just because.
Get right.
I got a little bit on mine. That's his.
That's a big boy. That's a man plate right there. That's a man bowl. Get right, boy. Yeah.